give it up for this next guy. He comes to us all the way from Mexico, California.
Give it up for Bruce. One time. Good job. Good stuff. Yeah, so if you haven't noticed by my height, I am Mexican. You may have also recognized me trying to sell you a bacon wrapped hot dog late at night. It is the hustle. You know you've made it as a Mexican when you have another Mexican doing your lawn. It's a family discount. So, I've always had divorced parents growing up. So my mom would always get babysitters for my brother and me. So she would always hire my grandparents to get us to learn Spanish. They failed. Surprise. Because I consider myself like the Taco Bell of Mexico. Because I am cheap. I am not authentic. And I'll give you diarrhea. So it's funny because our way of speaking to our grandparents for Spanish is we would say an English word with a Spanish accent. For example, when we were thirsty, we would say, "Hey Grandpa, can we have a drink?" Like, he's not gonna be the other way around and come up to us and say, like, you know, for example, hungry is hambre in Spanish. He's not gonna come up to us and be like, "Do you kids have hambre?" It doesn't work like that. You know, as kids, we're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, hambre, hombre." Here's a little tip. If you don't know a language, don't be like me and say yes to everything. When I go down to Mexico and I see my family, they have super thick accents and they speak like 100 miles per hour. They literally can ask if I wanted to fuck my cousin. And I'd be like, see? And I know that's bad because they freak out. They're like, "What? See?" And I go into panic mode. I'm like, "No, wait, no, shit, that's not what I meant." I'm like, oh, and I look over at my mom. I'm like, "Mom, can you help me out here?" And, you know, of course, she's over there disappointed, shaking her head like, "Should have learned Spanish. You little cousin fucker." So my grandparents were super religious. So they'd always recite the rosary with us every night. If you are unfamiliar with the rosary, it is basically this mythical spell chain of these things they call mysteries. You know, to entice us as kids, like, "Oh, it's a mystery." This is not, I'm not part of the Scooby-Doo gang. I know the fucking mystery. It's Jesus under the mask. He would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for us meddling kids. But yeah, this rosary was like 15 minutes. It was like the longest 15 minutes of my life. And I'm like, you know, I'm like 7 years old. You know, there's so much shit I can be doing. I even play with my Legos. Could be masturbating. 3 or 4 times. I don't know. We were so mean to them though. We would we would go so far to try to scare them. We would literally hide under their bed until they laid down and got comfortable and grab them. They're like, "Hey!" But one time we hid under the bed just a little too long. Yeah. We started hearing some funny noises. And I'm young, I look over at my brother, I'm like, "Is this a new mystery?" I just got back from a music festival. Music festivals are back. More COVID than ever. I'm here talking about how I don't know Spanish, but yet my most anticipated artist was a Spanish artist. And his name was J Balvin. Anyone familiar with J Balvin? All the white people, okay. Then you want to hear this next part. If you don't understand the language, just be like me. You take some mushrooms. Everything will make sense, I swear. You're gonna see some subtitles. You won't have to shower because you're gonna be so clean because it's gonna feel like you're in a Fabuloso commercial. And by the end of it, you're gonna be so thirsty, you are gonna wanta fanta. I'll tell you what I don't like about festivals though, is camping. Especially the showering. So the showering, they bring these buses and there's like these little stalls, everyone gets one. So one of the mornings I'm there, I'm showering, minding my own business. Then I hear behind me some guy goes, "Excuse me, bro." I look back, dude's butt naked. He's like, "Can I borrow some soap?" I'm like, what? Like, no, I'm trying to. No, I don't have any soap. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, he's all okay, and he walks away. I had some questions. First, why wouldn't you bring any soap with you? Did he ever find some soap? And why did he have a boner? Yeah, I think it's gross sharing soap. Not as bad as sharing a toothbrush. That is disgusting. I wouldn't even do that with my girlfriend. Eating ass is okay though, just to clarify. So when I was growing up and I would stay with my dad one weekend, I'm there brushing my teeth. And he walks into the bathroom, like every dad does. And he's like, "Hey, that's my toothbrush." I'm like, "No, I'm like, this is mine." He's like, "Yeah, I've been using it for weeks." I was like, "What?" He's like, "That's disgusting. Are you serious?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry, we're related." That doesn't matter. Like, we wouldn't share the same piece of toilet paper to wipe each other's asses. Disgusting. The dentist wouldn't recommend that. I actually just went to the dentist, and I am one of those people who like going to the dentist. I know, I don't like sharing toothbrushes, but I like going to the dentist. What I hate about the dentist is that they try to have a conversation with you. They'll literally be working on a cavity and be like, "So how was your day?" And I'm like, fucking hate it. So I had this new dentist work on me. This new guy who's coming in, he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." And, "How was your weekend?" "Oh, it was fun, man. Did some drugs." He's like, cool. He's like, so he starts examining me, and he's like, "So, I shit you not," he goes, "what would you describe as your perfect day?" First of all, your fingers would not be down my mouth. They would be up my ass. Thank you so much. My name is